Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Steelers Fan 10 and I'm back once again. What's up? Sorry I had my TV on. I put it on mute while I was making this video. I'm watching the Walking Dead marathon at AMC. If you haven't seen Walking Dead, check it out. It's an awesome series. So, I'm here to review the Amazing Spider-Man movie. I really want to jump into this movie because I've seen different reviews from different people on YouTube, so I want to throw my review out there. Yes, I am late for making this video. I understand it. I said on my Abraham Lincoln video I was late because I've been busy. So, just please forgive me for that. Anyway, when I first saw the trailer for this movie, I'm thinking this movie is going to be horrible. It's going to be so bad. And that was my first thought. It was my first thought when I first saw the trailer, that this movie was going to be bad. So, I go to the movie theater with my friends and sit down, wait for this movie to start. We're seeing the previews of different other movies. And I'm still thinking in my head, this movie's going to be horrible, this movie's going to be bad. Then the movie comes on, and really it surprised me of actually how good this movie is. It really surprised me of how good this movie is. You get to see Andrew Garfield play the sarcastic Peter Parker. In my opinion, I like the sarcasm. And Emma Stone playing Gwen Stacy. I like how Emma Stone took Gwen Stacy out of the comic book and brought her into the on-screen cinema. Sorry for the pause. And I like Denis Leary playing Captain Stacy. You get to see that strong presence from Denis Leary in the big screen, being the protective father of Gwen Stacy. And you get to see Rhys Ifans. Now, correct me if I'm wrong for saying his name wrong. I do apologize for that. I do have sometimes trouble pronouncing that man's name because I remember seeing him in the Replacements football movie, and also in this movie playing Dr. Curt Connors / the Lizard. Now, seeing the Spider-Man movie, I had little small problems, but nothing way too big about it. Overall, I really did like this movie. You got to see the action, you got to feel the story background of Peter Parker, because Peter Parker has a dark background. Losing his uncle, growing up with no parents, that's pretty much a dark background. And he's trying to bring it to the light by being Spider-Man. By bringing the great power comes great responsibility role to him being Spider-Man. And I really like the Spider-Man character. I like the background. I like him as like the Spider-Man character as well. And overall, he has just an amazing grasp on his real concept. But to really get into this movie is really, to me, it's like has a little bit of a darkness to it, because you really get to see how Peter Parker really does turn to Spider-Man, just like you do see with Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. And also you got to see Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy's likeness for each other, their spark, really light up on film. And you got to really see the Lizard. Now, I've been wanting to see the Lizard in the Spider-Man movie. I'm glad they brought the Lizard into this one. And at the same exact time, Rhys Ifans, I'm sorry if I pronounced his name wrong again. We'll just say Curt Connors. We'll just say the guy. We'll just say the guy. If I'm saying his name wrong, I'm sorry if I'm saying his name wrong. He played a very good Curt Connors. In my opinion, he played a very good Curt Connors, and the Lizard was a great villain for this movie. I've seen different reviews from different people that said, oh, this movie was horrible, it should never been made. You have to understand the concept of Spider-Man in order to judge this movie. If you have not read the comic book of a certain hero like Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, Hulk, Captain America, Green Lantern, I just say Green Lantern. Oh crap, I don't even want to get into that. I don't even want to remember that movie. Don't even want to remember that movie. That movie was horrible in my opinion. But it wasn't as bad as Batman and Robin or Steel. Okay, well, I'll put that out there. It was not as bad as Batman and Robin or Steel. Oh god, I don't want to remember that. Oh god. No. Okay, it's gone from my memory. It's gone from my memory. Anyway, I really like the visual effects of how they created the Lizard for this movie. And I like how the casting, the directing, the writing, everything for this movie was right on top. And I can't personally wait for a second one. I really can't. If they do create a second movie, which I hope they do, I can't wait for it. But who I want cast as a villain for the second one, now I know people are going to really disagree with me. I want to say the Shocker. I want to say Shocker, to be honest. The Shocker for the second one. I think it's his time to be in a movie, in a Spider-Man movie, because playing the first movie Spider-Man game, Shocker is one of the bosses, of course, like in every other Spider-Man game. You got to really feel Shocker a little bit on his presence, and I would like to see him in a Spider-Man movie. If they create the second one, I want to see him in the second one. And I overall really like this movie. Overall, I really do like it. It surprised me of how good this movie was. If you have not seen this movie, really, go see it. Go see it in the movie theaters. I am personally going to rate this movie an 8.5. An 8.5 on this movie. If you have not seen this movie, go see it. It is worth its money. It is worth it. Take your kids, take your parents, take anybody you want. Well, except for pets, because unfortunately pets are not allowed in movie theaters unless if you actually snuck the dog or the cat or the turtle into your shirt and just said, okay, we're going to be alright. Don't bark. Seriously, don't bark. I'm just kidding around. But I really did enjoy this movie, and for some people, some reviewers that said this movie is horrible, they didn't like the storyline, shame on you. Shame on you for not taking the time to actually read the comic book, look into the background of anything about Spider-Man. Now, when I look at Spider-Man, I like the Sam Raimi one. I like 1 and 2 just as much as I like this one. Now, I did not like the third Spider-Man movie. It was horrible, in my opinion. I really thought they could have done a heck of a lot better job with that. But I also like the 2 Spider-Mans with Sam Raimi, with Tobey Maguire, and also with Andrew Garfield. I like the web shooters, but also I like the webs coming out of Spider-Man's wrist in the Sam Raimi version of Spider-Man. I really like them both. I don't have a problem with the web shooters. I mean, it was originally in the comic books where Spider-Man had web shooters. But I always wondered how good the comic would have been if they originally just came out of Spider-Man's wrist. That's just my opinion. I like both versions. But overall, this movie is just amazing. It's awesome. If you haven't seen it, go check this movie out in your movie theaters. Trust me, it is worth the money. It is worth the time. Take anybody you want to go see this movie. Take your friends, take your family, take anybody you want. This movie is great. You guys are great. I'm going to end my review here. This is Steelers Fan 10. I'm out, you guys. See you later. I'm going to make another movie another video, not a movie. A video possibly this week or next week. So, it's been cool to talk to you guys for a little bit. Comment on my video, subscribe to it. And I'll see you guys around. Steelers Fan 10, I'm out.